first dawning. Hey, swallows. You're up early. It's just starting to rain again. Just barely. It won't be much. Yeah. I saw it on radar coming. Oh, swallows are... Well, they almost went in until they see me. I'm trying to stay out of the way. It's supposed to be better tomorrow, Sunday, so it'll dry out Sunday. And then Monday, I think we'll haul bales early in the morning before it gets hot. Yeah. There's a swallow just came in. Oh, there's one just went out. Probably the same one. Yeah, they like to go up underneath the carport. Yeah, there's one went in. Oh, changed his mind. It's mine. I like to watch the swallow. Oh, she just came out again. Another one. In and out, in and out. I don't know what to do inside there, but maybe they're bringing food to babies again. I think they make more than one hatching. Yeah. Yeah. As soon as the little ones grow up, I guess they start breeding again. Yeah. It don't take them long to raise a batch of babies. They grow fast. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna rain for a little while. Raining heavier now. You can hear it on the roof. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain. Da 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 da. Yeah. So if it don't rain tomorrow, it should dry out enough. Because I don't think it's going to rain much today. Only rained about 6/10 yesterday. Well, actually it rained. Only rained 16th yesterday. It was the day and night before yesterday. It rained around 6/10. I keep saying tenths, eighths. Yeah, I don't like that thermometer now. I thought it was in tenths, but it's in eighths. Yeah, I guess I'll just go inside and wait it out. I have no plans today. Oh, I was just going to move some manure in the garden. That's about all I was going to do today. Start unloading that trailer of manure. I hear the turtle doves cooing. Yeah, they're singing to each other. Long distance too. Some are pretty far away. Sky's bright above. There must be a cloud up there with the sun shining across, because the sun's just coming up now. Yeah, the sunlight must be hitting that cloud way up there. What are you guys following me around for, huh? Huh? What are you following me around for? You want some beef, don't you? Blood. There's Mama Cat. She's trying to wean him slowly. need to sow some grass in that area there. Oh, it's still damp. Maybe later today I'll do that. Maybe. Look at all her cats came out some form of gray. Dark gray, like that one over there. A light gray. Another dark gray with white feet, and then a little bit of a light gray. Different shades of gray. Well, yeah, it should be a nice day today, even with the rain. I don't think it's going to rain that much, but you never can tell. That could change. Hey, bird. Hey, mockingbird. What's going on? Huh? Yeah, no more mulberries. Yeah, they're all gone. As far as I can tell, they're all gone. Sorry, bird. Yeah, I should be cutting that down one of these days. Up there, cut that off up there. Let it drop. But I don't feel like working on it. I'll wait. Makes nice shade, but it's just a matter of time before a big storm comes and breaks that thing in half. This half here looks like it broke off a while back, years ago, and it looks like it grew back out on this side. So even if I cut that off, this part of the tree will support the rest of it, I'm thinking. Looks like it's going to get hollow inside though. There's no bark on this side. Just like this tree here. And this wasn't from lightning. This is my fault. Somehow I burnt trash here one time, and I had an outhouse here, an old outhouse. And I guess it must have creeped across something and then caught fire. And that fire damaged this tree when it was younger. It's trying to heal over, but the wood's going to rot from the inside out, and then eventually it'll weaken the tree enough it'll fall over in a storm. There's three. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? I don't know. I don't see the other one. Oh, they're around here somewhere. Oh well. Oh, there they are. There's four of them. Well, it tried to rain here for a few minutes, but I think it gave up. Yeah, it stopped. I don't think it's raining anymore. But the day's just started, so it could rain again later. I should be working. I should be working on that pile of manure there. I started on it yesterday. Did about 3 buckets. I should do some more today before it gets hot, because it's supposed to get warmed up. Once the sun starts coming out, it'll be warm. Next week it's going to be in the 90s. So I better take advantage of this cooler weather and get something done. I'm hearing thunder outside. I just checked the radar. It looks like there's something northwest of me, or north of me. Yeah, it looks like most of it's going to go and stay north. But I might get a little bit, depending on which direction this is going. This area here looks pretty heavy. And if it's coming straight across, I might get some of that. Let me go check. Yeah. I think it's coming in from the southwest, from over there, and sliding toward the northeast. And I think it's going to stay It's going to stay west and north of me. Yeah, I think it's going to miss me. Most of it. I might still get a few drops. Just by the way it looked on the radar. It's sliding to that side. It's going to stay to that area there. Oh, Bert, I'm in your way, Bert. I'm always standing in their way. They're still going in and out of the carport. Yeah, it's thundering. It's pretty heavy. There's some heavy rain over that way because it was red on the radar. Ugh, that's a big boom there. Well, I didn't get much rain the last few days, as much as they said the forecast was showing. I don't think I got anything yet today. Got a 16th yesterday, just a little bit while I was out in the big pasture. It rained on the way back. Yeah. And then the day before that, the day and night before that, during the day I got what was it, 5 16ths, and then at night I got 6 16ths, 11 16ths altogether. That's what should be showing in the thing. Oh no, 12 16ths, because I did get a 16th yesterday. So 12 16ths are 6 eighths. Well, that sure is booming over that way. Yeah, looks like it's going to stay over there. That's what I'm thinking. That's my forecast. Thunder is getting closer though. I'm still in the way of these birds. Oh, they almost went in. They backed off right at the last minute. A second. I think they're flying in over by the truck now, because I'm blocking their entrance here a little bit. Well, I'm gonna go back in. Just keep an eye on the radar. If it rains, it rains. It's okay. Oh, there's one just came out. Swallows. Ooh! I just love to watch these guys. They're like jet fighters. Those two went in. Yeah. I don't plan on doing much today, if anything. I was going to try to get more of that manure unloaded in the garden. I might do that later, as long as it don't get too hot. Right now it's perfect. Yeah. I'll catch you later. I gave him some gravy today, left over from my beef. I cleaned it up pretty good. Now they're relaxing here. Look at that one. They're still licking the bottom of the bowl. Oh, that one wants some milk. Don't you? Yeah, they're trying to sneak some milk every once in a while. Warm up to above 80, so it is warming up, even though it's been overcast all morning. We'll see what the afternoon brings. There's no wind though. Yeah, maybe a little wind up there. Just a little bit. I think it might start raining a little bit. Neighbor over that way is mowing grass. I can hear it. Or somebody's mowing grass over there. I think I hear a few raindrops. I'm going to check the rain gauge before. If it rains, I want to know how much I want to get. I didn't dump it the last couple of days. I wanted to see what the total was going to be. Yeah, I can feel a few drops right now. According to this, it's got 6/8 and then the 16th on top of that. So maybe it rained just last night. I don't know. It could have. But that's what I got right now. Right around noon on Saturday. Yeah, look at the bugs. I'm collecting bugs. I thought some of it might evaporate, but yeah. That's what I'm starting with today. Well, the lemongrass is looking good. And that's the new soil, that's the new manure from there. I did that yesterday. I need to do the rest of it. But, yeah, it's starting to sprinkle just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like it just developed right over me. Well, just north of me. Well, there's still a chance to get some rain out of that one. Slight, but I think it's all going. It's going in this direction. So I'm getting a little sprinkle, probably out of that area there. But it's just going that way. I think the heavy stuff's going to miss me. I just have to wait and see. Well, it's been about a half hour since I checked the radar, and it started raining. Finally started raining. Oh, there's the cattle. Yeah, I just started. The reason I came outside because when it started raining, I also lost internet. My radar. Oh, there's a cat. There's a neighbor's cat. Must have been over here eating cat food. There it goes. Better reach that tree now. Yeah, finally, rain finally caught up to me. Yeah, it's raining. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I may not get to that today. Yeah, well, it ain't going anywhere. I'll get to it when I get to it. So I'll probably wind up working on it when it's 90 degrees in the sun. Yeah. Right now it's only around 80. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to the west side and see what that looks like. Just wait for my internet to come back, that's all. Yeah, it's raining. This little roof here. That little roof up there. It drains out over here. Yeah. I need to have a better way of doing that. I need to put something underground. Yeah, because what it does is just comes down here and rolls back in. But could be worse. Slowing down. There's the two bulls. They don't mind eating in the rain. ought to put some more rain in that rain gauge. Let's go to the west side, see what that looks like. Oh, got another rain. I guess when this rain's over, I'll probably be driving back down to the bridge again. In the pasture to see how much, see if the creek rose. Creek? Yeah, creek. Yeah, this is heavier than I thought. It must have expanded since I checked the radar. It didn't look this big. Look, it's dark enough where just the dawn light came on. I guess the swallows have to sit this one out. They can't fly in the rain. Yeah. This ought to put some water in their rain gauge. Every time I come over here when it's raining, a bird flies out from up there. Yeah, and then it flies over to there somewhere. I'm not sure what kind of bird it is. Cattle are over there in the barn area, under that tree, and they're going into where the barn is. The wind's picking up. It was so calm here about a half hour ago. And now it's blowing pretty good. Look at that water flowing off the driveway. Yeah, it's wet. Look, you can see the water coming off that field over there, coming across the road, and you can see the discoloration in the pond where the mud had settled, and now the new water is coming in. It's a little bit more muddy. But it's slowing down. It's slowing down. Oh, lightning! Let me listen for it. Where is it? There it is. That's north. That likely is north. I've got my sassafras limbs here. I need to take them in. They're getting wet out here. What I need to do is pull all the leaves off when they're dry and put them in some bags. I use paper bags to put my tea in. I try not to use plastic for that. You can't breathe. Yeah, it's slowing down now. Slowing down. Well, I guess I'll I thought it was slowing down. I guess not. I guess that lightning took something loose. The vibration from the thunder shakes the rain loose. Okay, I'm gonna go back in. We're getting a little wet. There it comes. loud. Well, that was quick. Shut off just like that. It's like somebody turned the faucet off. Huh. Look at that. Look at the water flowing. Yeah. Okay, I probably got internet again. So back inside the house. Swallows came out. But it's still raining. They're a little bit premature there. Oh! They changed their... Oh! They want to come in, but I'm in their way. I don't think there's any bugs when it's raining. We stand to the side. Bird can't make up its mind if it wants to come in or not. Oh, it's sat on the line over there somewhere. Or, yeah. The other ones are up there. Okay, I still gotta go in. I've seen enough rain. Looks like the rain expanded a little bit. But I'm still only getting the tail end. I'm right there. I'm just getting the southern end. I might get some of that too, depending on where it's going. Yeah, if it stays going west, but if it's going this way, I got a little bit there. That's all I got. But they got a lot more up north. Yeah, I get a lot more up north. But it usually is. Rains to the north, rains to the lots of rain to the south, the west, and east. But I still got some rain, so it's good because it helps the grass grow in the pasture and hayfield. But now I got to let the ground dry out. Tomorrow, supposed to be sunny tomorrow, and then depending on how wet the hayfield is, we could move hay on Monday. My brother took a couple of days off, or he's just off for some reason from his work, from his day job, I guess. And Monday and Tuesday, so we'll see if the ground's dry enough on tomorrow evening. I'll let them know that we can start Monday morning. If not, we'll have to wait till Tuesday. It's supposed to be sunny on Monday too. So we'll see. Time will tell. But that's what I got. I got that little bit right there. Well, it stopped raining for a little while. Look at the cow. The rain made the trees droop a little bit. Now they're reaching for that's a maple tree. They like to eat the tree leaves when they can reach them. I think the tree leaves are good for them. The other cow on she's scratching on my old baler, square baler. Anyway, I think there's another rain coming because I lost internet again. I got it back for a little while, but now I think there's some rain system blocking it again. Well, since I'm out here, I guess I'll go ahead and see how much rain I got out of that little rain. Still hearing thunder over that way now. think it was over there. Oh, it's to the north too, right? Maybe the thunder's to the north. Oh. I got an inch. Right now I got 1 inch and 3/8, which means I got about a ½ inch from that last rain. Now it's just started to rain again, so I got to go in. Yeah, I got to go in. And I'm getting wet. Here it comes. That's why I lost internet. Anything over there blocks my internet signal on my radar dish over there. Not radar dish, satellite dish. Yeah, radar dish. Yeah, I'm getting wet. Hi, cow. Yeah, it came out to get something to eat, huh? Okay. I don't have nothing for you. Nothing today. I'm getting wet, girl. Why am I out of it? I gotta go in. It's raining again. What did I say? 1 inch and 3/8? Yeah, I got it. The last rain, I got a ½ inch. I remember that 1 inch and 3/8. Just add a little bit more. Okay, I gotta go in. I think the cats could use some more cat food. Okay, I gotta go in. There she is. Whoa! Oh, I saw the lightning after I turned my recorder off, and then I saw the lightning, so I turned it back on, and then it cracked. Oh, that was loud. That scared you too? That scared me. And I knew it was coming. I heard it. Or I saw the lightning in it. Hi, girls. I think the bulls are in the barn. Oh yeah, it's coming down now. That lightning broke it loose. That let loose the rain. As Zeus said, release the Kraken. This is the Kraken. When that lightning cracked, it loosed the rain. I keep saying I gotta clean that gutter out, but I haven't done it yet. I have to write that down somewhere. I only think about it when it overflows like this. That's the only time I think about it. I don't know if 1 day is enough to dry out the hayfield. But we'll see. I'll check it tomorrow night. It's supposed to be sunny all day tomorrow. Mostly sunny. If it ain't drying up by tomorrow night, I'll have to tell my brother, let's wait till Tuesday. Yeah. Well, I better go in. We're getting wet. What you looking at, girl? Huh? Okay. You wanted to get in the picture too, huh? Alright. You got it. Yeah, you can escape your kittens from up here. Oh, can't you? Yeah, they can't bother you up here yet. Well, I'm gonna go in. I'm getting wet. The wind's blowing in on me a little bit. Not a lot. There's not much wind, but okay. Well, I was looking at the cow and the cat. The water's coming down too much. It's overflowing here. All this water from this roof coming down here. Flowing out this way. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how, there's hardly any place to step now. Yeah, this is a lot of rain. When this is over, I'm going to drive down to the bridge, see how high the creek is. Half inch so far, and it just keeps raining, and I might get another half inch. Okay, I better go in. Dry off. I bet that pond's overflowing right now. Look at the water flowing in right there, off the culvert and the road. Coming down the road, past the culvert. Yeah. It's going in pretty good. Going in on this side too. Yeah. You get the water flowing down that way. Where am I? I don't even know where I'm at. I'm over here. My internet's still out, so I'm using my TV. And now it's about 1:30. I'm not exactly sure. But I think I'm somewhere over there. Yeah, I'm in there somewhere. between that, oh yeah, between that line and somewhere around the lower left end of the M in Mount Vernon. Yeah, I think I'm somewhere there. That's Interstate 64. I'm somewhere in there. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, that's enough of that. Yeah, I just got this rain here. It looks it's going to be ending soon. It's passing over me. Yeah, but that's the rain I just got. This little red spot right there. But it's passing that. It's going that way. So I'm going to be in this area pretty soon. I might still get a little bit more out of that one too, if that comes across. Yeah, after that, it looks clear. Yeah, maybe after this rain is here, it's done, before that gets here, I'll drive out to the bridge and check the creek. The gate's open, so I could drive all the way to the bridge. It might be a little wet, but I think I can make it. Maybe I won't wait until the rain's over. It's probably over now. There's going to be some sprinkles in that area, though. Okay, let me go out and take a look. I think I'll wear boots, just in case I get out. Well, there's a little lull in the rain. I'm going to go take a drive out to the bridge. First, I got to open that gate. I see blue skies. Not over there. Look at that. Thunder above. But to the southwest, I see blue skies. How about that? Yeah, I think it's going to clear up after this little rain goes by. What else is over here? Just more clouds. Okay, let's take a drive. Oh, I'm gonna check my little stream first. That goes through the pasture. I guess you call it a ditch. Oh, it's full. It's full, right. Yeah. I fixed this the other day when I had to cut that tree off the fence now over there. Yeah, that's a lot of rain. That was over ½ inch plus what I just got. Looks like it's overflowing there. I could be wrong. I think it's backing up right there. Going out that way. It's not coming out over here though. I see water there. Oh, that water's probably coming from the road. Yeah, it's probably coming from the road. Yeah. Water's coming down this. Oh, where is it? I can't see my finger. Oh, yeah. It's coming down the road there and then going in. And then it ends up down there. Because that's clear. This is muddy water. Yeah, that's all clear over there. Okay, look at that water there. Look how. Yeah, I had that ditch cleaned out because it was always overflowing that way, making that pasture all wet, which I didn't like. Okay. Okay. Let's go down to my bridge and see how the creek is doing. I'm gonna take a chance and drive down to the bridge. It's wet. But I said from the road to the bridge, at least it's got a rock base. It might be a little bit muddy, but I don't think I'll get stuck. Of course, when I drive it, I'll have to turn around unless I back down. Maybe I'll back down. Oh, I think I can turn around. Let's see. I can see the water going across that creek crossing down there. What goes up the hill. I see water flowing across it from here. I'm not going there. My bridge shouldn't be over though. Water's flowing here along the fence line. It always does that. I didn't see the cattle yet. They're probably up in the woods, protected in the trees, protecting from the rain. Yeah, I left this open yesterday because when I came back, it was how do you say it? It was raining, so I didn't want to get out and get wet. I'm not making much of a track. Let's take a look at the creek from this side. Yeah. Look at the water. Water comes in from the road. That's the road over that way. It comes in here. But this one here comes from another road way over there. Those funnels, the neighbor dug a ditch along the edge of his field, and then then it all flows down over here. Oh, snake! A snake! See the snake? He's gone. Oh, the snake. Probably a water moccasin. There's a lot more water coming out of here because it's more water. It's a longer ditch. This one here only comes from there and across the road. There's a lot coming there though. Okay, this is the north side. Let's go check the other side. Let's see if I can turn this thing around without getting stuck. I think I'm gonna do it different today. Today I'm gonna go up here. It's high ground. And back around. Gonna work. See if I can turn that short. You can see where the water is. It's near the top of the culvert, but it's still I don't know, a foot, maybe a foot or less to the top of the culvert. Yeah, it's clearing out to the southwest. Let's see if I can get out of here without using the four-wheel drive. Let's see if I can make this turn without backing up again. So far, so good. Alright, I made it. So that's the north side. Water's coming in there. Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit higher today than it was the other day. The other day when I come down here, I only had like 5/8. 5/8. I'd say I got over 1.5 inches now altogether. Not today, but I didn't up my rain gauge, so I had 6/8 in it this morning. So, and the last time I checked, it was 1 3/8 inches. Yeah. So I got about a 1/2 inch. That doesn't count this last rain I just got, which added some more. Yeah. Cattle don't like to cross this when it's like this. Yeah. I guess they're too cautious, especially when it's fast flowing water like that. Okay, I guess I just want to come down and look, see what it looked like after more rain. It's flowing more now because even though I only got a 1/2 inch of rain today, or this morning anyway, or this afternoon. I guess it was afternoon. Yeah, it's around 2 o'clock now. The creek was ready, had some water in it, and then the ground was already saturated from the rain the other day. Not so much yesterday, but the day before that. And then now the rain today. Okay. Well, still sprinkling, but I will get back. See if I got internet again. Okay. Creek still got water in it, but it didn't create no flood yet, so that's good. I don't like floods. I don't think there's a flood unless I get like 1.5 inches to 2 inches at one time. Steady rain. Yeah. I only get a 1/2 inch at a time. It gives the creek water to recede, go down and drain out. But if it's 1.5 inches or more all at once, without stopping, it tends to prone for flooding then. All right, let's go back to the house. Yeah, it's getting brighter to the southwest. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's still cloudy, but it's brighter up there than it is anywhere else. Still raining. This kind of weather, the cattle don't need to cool off in the creek. Even the flies are more under control when it rains. Well, let's head back to the house then, like I said. I guess I'll leave the gate open again. I wanted to go check the cattle, but it's too wet. Yeah, it's too wet. I need to trim some of these branches off before we do the bales. Otherwise they'll break them off. And they'll break them off more than they needed to be. There's my mother stacks the hay. 2 bales high on this trailer, so those bales go up pretty high. Most of the rain went north. That's what it normally does, north or south. Sometimes I'll get it. Most on average, though, it's north or south of me. That's just the way it is. I think it's got something to do with St. Louis. The city of St. Louis generates a lot of heat. in I call it a heat bloom or heat shadow. And that heat is pushed over here. And look at that. There's water coming off this field going into the ditch. That's the culvert. There's the culvert down there. I just heard some thunder. And it goes in over here. Right front. Comes off the road. I can see it going right now. Plus it goes under the road, and it also goes up here on top. I thought the rain was going to be over. Although there was that little cell that a little bit west of me when I was looking at the radar. There was a little cell that was going to come back over me, and it did. Ooh. Sliding a little bit. Okay. That's all the excitement I'm going to have for today. Checking the creek. That's about all I can do. I think that's far enough. I think the rain's just about over. I can see it clearing out already to the west. Okay. Hopefully it's dry enough to haul bales from the hayfield on Monday or Tuesday. That's when my brother. I don't know if he took off just for that, or if he's off because of lack of work or something. I'm not sure. I keep getting a drip on the left side. No, right in the middle. I'm under the roof. It's just still draining off the roof. Yeah, birds are flying again. The swallows. Yeah. Well, I might drive out to the hayfield later this afternoon. It's only about 2 o'clock right now. I might drive over there. I won't drive in, but I'll just stay on the road and check. One thing I don't want to do is drive on the hayfield with big tractors and a heavy trailer full of bales and make ruts in the hayfield. That's what I can't do. I've done that before, and I don't want to do it again. I remember one time they even cut hay when it was somebody, and the machines made ruts, so I don't do that anymore. Okay, I'm going in. The ditch is serving its purpose of diverting the water. Gauge shows 2 inches now. It's around 5 p.m. I guess that last rain added another, what, 1/8? Yeah, something like that. I think it was, yeah. I got to look back what it was before, but anyway, altogether it was today today it started out of here, so it was over an inch. I got over an inch of rain today. Yeah, this is where it started today, and that's where I'm at now. I'm gonna leave that in there. I want to see how much more I might get tonight, if any. I'll dump it tomorrow. I think it stopped raining around 2, so it's been about 3 hours since it rained, I believe. Something like that. Yeah, and I didn't do no work in the garden. Hey, kittens. You need to start go out and hunting something. Can't rely on your mama to feed you with her milk. I guess I can give them some more cat food. I'll do that. I can do that much. Yeah, I think I want to drive out to the hayfield. Just take a look at it. I want to see how wet it is. It's got all day tomorrow to dry out. And I want to see if it's going to be dry enough to haul bales Monday morning. I'll check it again tomorrow. Tomorrow evening. I want to check it now to see how wet it is. And I can compare it to tomorrow. As long as it can hold up a tractor without making tire tracks too much. Well, they're eating. Other kittens at my feet. What are you doing over here, cat? Hmm? What do you want? You're just like your mama. She likes to hang around my feet too. Whoop, stepped in some mud. Well, the sun's out. I knew it would be. Swallows are still flying around. Let's drive out to the hayfield. Just take a look how wet everything is. Cows, I heard them munching over here. There's some other ones underneath the tree. Yeah, sun's hot now. It's only about 80 right now, but I'm sure it's going to warm up. With the sun shining like that, even though it's only 5, it's already 5 p.m. But the sun's still pretty high. I did a test. I just drove out to the first bale. You can see my tracks. I left a little track, but I didn't bring any mud up. So even after that inch of rain today, I didn't make much of a track. So if it dries up tonight and tomorrow without any more rain, I think we'll be able to haul bales on Monday. I hope. Yeah. I made a path, so it is wet, but it's not that wet. I stepped on that. That's solid there. Remember, this field hasn't been worked up in, let's see, hasn't been tilled since 2018. Yeah, 2018. So 8 years. Hasn't been tilled in 8 years. So the ground's pretty packed though. It's solid. Even now I'm working on it. It's solid. At least over here it is. There might be some places that are soft, and that's on the hill, so all the water drains off down that way. So some of this drains this way, but most of it drains down here or over that way. Yeah, I think it'll be if it dries out tomorrow. I drove up to here, and now you can see that buckhorn growing. Yeah, you can see it now. See how it's setting up a stem? Let me change this up a little bit. Yeah, this is what they call buckhorn. Doesn't have much of a leaf. That's a broadleaf. But here, this is what comes up. Right now it's starting to bloom. These are the blossom heads. It's gonna be sending out blossom. See that? There's a little blossom right there. That's a blossom. Oop, that's a blossom. I'm still debating if I can maybe have this sprayed. After we get the bales off, I'll look into having it sprayed, even though I don't have any money to pay for it. Yeah, these got to be cut off. These things here, and they're all over here. See, you don't see them too good here, but you can see the leaves. Yeah. Some places are thicker than others, because after they go to seed, after they bloom and go to seed, they turn black. All these stems will turn black, and then you'll be able to see them real good. It'll be covering almost the whole pasture hayfield with those black things. The stems dry up. Yeah. You can see the wetness in the ground there. That's bare. Yeah, I'm sure the ground soaked up a lot of it. I was looking at those weeds down there the other day. I was out here, and because it wasn't that long ago I sprayed it. I thought them weeds should be dead by now. I wonder if that spray is working. I'm gonna have to spray it again, but it didn't seem like they're dying like they did the first time I sprayed. Hope that spray's any good. I'm gonna have to buy a different kind. Oh yeah. I think I've seen enough. Yeah, maybe we'll be able to haul these off Monday. Take about 6 trips. 11 bales on a trailer, and 2 bales on my brother's tractor, front and back. Yeah, I'll be driving the tractor with the trailer, and my brother will be driving his loading tractor, loading and unloading, loading here and unloading at the big pasture. Yeah, I sprayed this about a week ago, I guess, maybe either more or less than a week. But I thought sure these weeds would be dead or dying. I guess I'll have to spray them again. Hopefully that spray works. It worked before. I don't know why it didn't work this time. Yeah, I can look out here. It's hard to see in the video. Yeah, here's the switchgrass. It's growing back. I cut this one by hand though. This little pile of grass here, little patch. And I sprayed around it so I can know where it is. And I got some more switchgrass growing there on the headland. Anyway, I can look out there and I can see all the stems, the flower stalks, the seed stalks of the buckhorn. There's some right here in front. You can see it. You can see it right here on the edge. Yeah, you can see those little stalks sticking up. And when they go to seed and they dry up, they turn brown. That's what it was. That's what I saw last year. Since I didn't cut hay on the second cutting, those things just stood out. Brown stems. Yeah, they're taking over. I don't know if they really, but I know they absorb nutrients from the soil. They must. It's weed. I'm just don't know if it's worth it to spray just for that. Without, as long as they can spray it and kill that without killing the grass. I can accept that. But it's the price. afford to have it sprayed. I already spent enough money on this. You can see my tracks now. And that is just after the rain today, over an inch rain today. Plus the rain for the last 2 or 3 days. Yeah, it didn't rain much yesterday, but it rained the day before that. So the last 3 days, we've had over 3 inches. Or no, at 3 inches. The last 3 days, we've had 3 inches. What was it? Thursday, Friday, and today, Saturday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 inches. Or 2 inches. I keep saying 3. It's 2 inches. 2 inches of rain. And if it dries out tonight, tomorrow without any more rain, we can try to haul bales on Monday. Yeah, the grass is growing back, mostly because it's been cool. It's not too hot, but next week it's gonna be in the 90s. It's gonna slow the grass down. Yeah, I can see all the buckhorn, the stems popping up. They're just starting to flower now, but eventually they'll go to seed, and they're just going to multiply. Last year they went to seed and dried up, so there was plenty of it in here. But the grass looks nice. Yeah, I gotta have that. I gotta get an estimate on how much it would cost to spray this for buckhorn. I'd have to hire somebody. It has those big sprayer machines. Yeah, I just have to, as they say, bite the bullet and get it done. As long as they can spray the buckhorn, kill a buckhorn without damaging without killing any of the grass. That's all that's in there. There's no alfalfa left in here. There's just a little bit, and it doesn't make any much difference. It's the grass I want to save. Okay, I'm going home. Well, there's the cattle. They're all out eating. Stream's not flowing anymore. Yeah. I'm sure the creek is, though. Yeah. At least I found out that the hayfield's not as wet as I thought it was going to be. Now let me check my mail. Without hitting anything. No mail. Not since I'm in the truck. Let's head on down to the big pasture just to take a look. I've already been down there once today. Oh, that's right. The cattle are on the other. Cattle are on the other. Down in the bottom. Yeah. Look who's here. Hey everybody. They're not all here, I don't think. Maybe they are. I mean, white cow, that's the one I gotta watch. White cow. I gotta watch the traffic in case somebody comes by. Especially from behind. Hi guys. Hi heifer, yearling heifer, and then there's a 5-month or yeah, 5-month-old bull right here from the mama cow. And then the 4-month-old heifer in front of him. And there's the There's the brown cow, who's the mother of that young heifer there. That one there in the back, on the left side. And there's mama cow, way out there on the left side. There's somebody laying down over there. No. Oh, no, that's the cow. That's the cow and her new baby. Yeah. A dark cow way in the back. Yeah, I see her calf. Let's see, it's born June 6th, so it'd be about 3 weeks old. Something like that. Yeah, it's about 3 weeks. And there's red cow who lost her calf at the end of February. And I wasn't very observant. I mean, I think I noticed some things. She was laying down a lot. Anyway, it was about 2 weeks after she had it, my estimate is, and that's when I found the carcass, skin and bones, because the vultures ate it all. This is going to be my replacement heifer for whatever I sell. There's Mr. Bull. There's white cow. Oh, she's starting to make an udder, I think. She's the last cow to have a calf out here. And this heifer on the right is her calf from last year. I plan on selling it sometime. Probably in the fall. Hate to make a trip for just one animal, but well, gotta do what I gotta do. I may have to what? Let's see. And then this one over here. That's the yearling heifer from that was born. That's the fourth calf from that cow who had her calf recently. Way back there on the left, that dark cow in the back. Okay. I'm gonna back up. Oh, get out of the ditch. What am I doing in the ditch? Let's see if I can back this up right. Hey, cows and bulls. Right now there's two bulls out here, the big bull and the little bull from the mama cow this year, her seventh calf. Okay. Let's back up to the gate. Or let's back up to the bridge. Just, oh, I'm driving very straight, am I? Yeah, Sunday, tomorrow night, if we're going to haul bales on Monday morning, early Monday morning, I'm going to lock these cattle in here because they got plenty to eat. I'm going to lock them in here Sunday night. If this was tomorrow night and they were like this, that'd be perfect because they're all in here. But I'll give another day to walk around the woods. Uh-huh. Yeah. There's a cow with her newest calf. That's her fifth calf. Yeah, I'd like to come out here and when all the hay moving is done, I hate to walk through here though. It's too hard to walk through this tall grass. But I need to spray those. Maybe I'll just cut them. I'll bring a big knife out here and I'll just cut the iron weeds. I think that's easier than trying to spray them. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll bring some kind of a tool for cutting. Yeah, I'll still have to walk around out here, but at least I don't have to be carrying a backpack sprayer. A big machete thing or corn knife, what do you want to call them? Yeah, something to cut. They don't have to be cut all the way down either, just so they don't bloom. Okay, I'm at the gate now. I left it open. Okay, let's go to the bridge. Yeah, that'd be better than trying to spray them again. I don't trust my weed killer anymore. Uh-oh. I ran over that little hole with the mud in it. Yeah. Yeah, I just made a big mess. I should have went around that. I should have known that. Yeah, look what I did. I made a mess there. I put some dirt in there, and look what I did. I pushed it all out. Yeah, it was too soft. I should have known that. I forgot all about that one. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Let's see how the creek's doing. I gotta make sure I don't fall off the bridge. I think the water's a little higher than it was before, or about the same anyway. Yeah, it was I don't think it was this high before. Water's still coming out of that culvert under here. Yeah, I think the creek's a little bit higher. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't think it went over the bridge though. Although it might have. Might have. Might have went over the bridge at one point. But it's down now. Well, there it is. I think that's the end of the rain, unless it rains tonight or tomorrow. Today's Saturday, right? Yeah, today was supposed to have been the end of the rain. So tomorrow it's supposed to be clear. Monday and Tuesday are clear. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the house. I can't be certain, but it sure looks like the water came over. Possibly not. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Okay, let's head home. Let's head back. Yeah, I should have avoided that muddy hole. I'll just have to patch it again with some more dirt when everything dries up again. I guess I'll leave the gate open. Yeah, they still got plenty to eat in here. They don't stay in here. They eat what they need, and they go up to the top to lay around underneath the trees or wherever they want to lay around. They got it pretty good out here. Keep wanting to sneeze. Hey Kyle, here's your baby. Oh, there's your baby. Toward the middle of that group. Yeah, right here I was going to plant a tree. Right about here in this big gap. There's a gap here between the cedar and this mulberry. Maybe I'll plant that walnuts here. I was going to find another mulberry and plant that instead. I don't really need a walnut. There's enough walnuts. I don't really eat them anymore like I used to when I was young. One thing, too hard on my teeth. Not the nut itself, just the meat of the nut. And they're too hard to break out of that shell. Well, let's head home. There they are. That's all of them. Okay. I'm going to head back to the house now. Okay, I'm back. This rain will help the grasses grow back in the pasture and hayfield. And the farmers are liking it because they got their corn needed it, soybeans, yeah, and other people's hay crops needed it too. I still got thistles to spray here. There's a big one down there, I think. I saw a bunch of them in here when I was over there cutting that tree the other day. I got some more Jimson's weed. I think I'll just spray those. Yeah. There's a few more. There's not that many. I still need to plant grass out in there though. Not in the ditch, just in that open area there. Make it green again. Yeah, I'll just concentrate my feeding hay in this area here on the bottom of this hill. And over there. And in the barn if I can make it fit. I got 2 big piles of manure that this fall I got to do something with them because they're in my way. Could have my brother come and pick them up and load them in his manure spreader. Spread it somewhere. I won't need it in the garden. This manure there is going to last in the garden for a few years anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's one missing. Let's see who's missing. Yeah, that's that cow. Actually, that's a heifer. Old heifer. There's the old mama cow. She's still out there, and the 2 bulls. The younger one is not. Probably up in those trees somewhere. Yeah, I probably just can't see her. Yeah, I see her now. She's on the other side of that ditch. Frogs are creaking, creeping, croaking, chirping, whatever word you want to use. Yeah, I didn't unload none of that today. I think it's too wet to unload. I'll let it dry out a little bit. It ought to dry out this week, this coming week, in the 90s. Hey, frogs. It's like an orchestra of frogs. Listen to them. Some of them are tree frogs. Some of them are just regular frogs in the pond. They're loud. They're loud. These might be tree frogs. These might be all tree frogs. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta go back in the house. It's a little sticky out here. It ain't really that hot, but it's very humid. Frogs aren't as nosy now. Right now. I could have quieted it down. The overflow from my sister, it starts there. It goes out. I got some wire mesh inside so the rats don't go in. So, or mice or whatever. Anything don't go in there. The water can come out. But it looks like I need to dig that ditch out a little bit. And the cistern, I'm going to use that. Cistern is overflow is somewhere over here. Goes under this driveway. Yeah. Let's see if I can dig it out. Yeah, the pipe is somewhere there. And you can just see the end of it. It's a white pipe. PVC. Yeah, haven't cleaned that knot in a few years. Yeah. It's not every day the cistern overflows though. But it probably did today. There's that other one. That's the youngest out in there. Over there. She's only had one calf and it was stillborn last year. Oh, I'm sweating. That little bit of work made me sweat. Oh, at least the breeze feels good. Where's the other cow at? Oh, there she is. She's over there. She's over there. Well, that job's done. I didn't really have to do it. The water was coming out. It's coming out better now. I cleaned out the pipe too with a old post like that, made out of like a rebar. Yeah, the end was clogged up with dirt. I never did find my screen. I wonder what happened to my screen. I'll have to get another one. Probably got dug out by something. Ah, sun's bright and hot. Okay, going to cool off. Ah. Oh! Scared me, bird. Some more beef. Now giving them the blood. Oh, you can't hardly see it, but it's in there. Well, it's 10 after 8. Sun's getting ready to go down. It's already, I think it's already down below those clouds there. Behind those clouds. Probably, the sun's probably even lower than those trees. But it should have come out a little earlier, but I don't know if these clouds are going to get red on me later on. It'd look nice if they did. Yeah, get that sunset afterglow. I don't want to spend too much time out here. There's bugs out here. Swallows aren't eating the bugs fast enough. They're going to be going to sleep here soon anyway. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. They're still flying out. Out and in, out and in. I think they're feeding babies in there. I think they've had at least 3 batches of babies already. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. But there's some reason they're going back into underneath the carport. They just wanted to rest. They could sit on the wire there, but I think they're feeding babies. I know the first batch is already flying around because when they first arrived here in the spring, there's only
a pair or two, but lately there's been a whole bunch of them because they multiplied while they've been here. Yeah, come fall though, they'll be headed back down south somewhere, probably down to Texas or even Mexico. Who knows where they go? But they go south for the winter. Always come back in the spring though. We call them barn swallows because they like to hang out in barns mostly. But they like, for some reason they like my carport. They're not in the cattle barn though. I don't know why they don't make a nest there. At least I've never seen them in that, my cattle barn here. The clouds are getting more orangey. Yeah, or yellowish. Yeah. I'm talking about the clouds way up here, up above, higher up. The ones on the horizon. Yeah, the sun's dipping below the trees now. I think it's getting lower. Yeah. Looks nice. I think the rain's over for about a week. According to the forecast, I don't think we're forecast for any rain until next weekend, maybe. But it's going to be in the 90s next week, starting tomorrow. Frogs are out again. Tree frogs. Singing their song. Okay. I hear you. Well, I gotta go in. I'm not gonna wait for the sunset after go. I'm being eaten up by the bugs. We'll look at these clouds over here. They look different. You got the low clouds, the dark ones, because they're in the shadow now. The sun that's not shining on them. But then you got the upper clouds, the higher clouds. They're being lit up by the sun as it's going down. Yeah. And then there's some clouds way behind those. Yeah, way back there. They're more darker color. That's weird looking. Yeah. Well, it's been a nice day. I didn't do any work, of course. Been getting lazy lately. Well, I guess I've always been lazy, but a little bit more so now. But I'll be getting some of the work done. Yeah, sun's shining off of them. Well, I guess I'll call it a day. Yeah. What's that? What's over here? What's to the north? West there. There's some more clouds. Low-hanging clouds. Well, that's it for today then. I'll be checking the hayfield tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon, see how dry it is, and then I'll contact my brother and text him and tell him we can start early on Monday. He said something about 6 o'clock before, but that was when we were going to do it on Saturday or today. But same thing. Start early, as soon as it's light enough to see what we're doing, around 6. That way it won't be too hot until later, until around noon. It starts to heat up. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to lock the kettle in there tomorrow evening, and make sure the cattle are. I'll have to call them or something. If they're not in there, I'll have to get them to go in. Because I don't want to do it early Monday morning. That's too much work. I'd rather do it
Sunday night and have it done. And maybe I can have all the gates open on the pasture road too, so I don't have to go down there. But that won't be too hard. I can always go down there and open the gates up before I go over to the farm, to the hayfield. I could probably do that. There's only one gate that I gotta open. It's the one on the top. Clouds on the east side are lit up by the sun as it's going down. Uh-huh. How about that? Well, one last look before I go in. It's already 9 p.m. and I was hearing fireworks out here. It's gone. I come outside and it stopped. Sounded like it was over this way. You can't see nothing. I can see, but the camera can't. Here. See. Yeah, there they are. Can you see the fireworks? That's what I was hearing inside the house. That's for the other house. I think that's the house where the house that has the raises cattle. Or maybe the other house that's on the other side of the road on my way back to the farm. Oh, it's over. That's what I was hearing. Somebody's getting ready for 4th of July, maybe. There they go again. Wow. Putting on a neat show. Wonder how much more they're going to do. Would look better when it was darker. But then I wouldn't be able to see nothing probably. Yeah, sun went down over that way. And another round. I'm not sure which house that is. But I think it's the house over that way. It's on the right side of the road when I go around the corner. That's another end. Here we go again. Whoa! Whoa! Looks like you're going higher. Whoa! That's different. That was short. No, I think I'm gonna go in. Okay, hard. I can see them with my eyes, but the camera's not picking it up as good. Yeah, just too dark. That's all. I'm going back in the house.